And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
10-0 the score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Open man right side is Sharp. A gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Raiders, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. It's Rosen. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 41 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Carolina.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason, OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And he's got a man complete, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Ready. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and short yardage, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Room here to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Young will set to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young with it, 3rd and goal. Steps away. That is caught at the 7. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, no steal.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Young. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Now Sanders. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 29, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready?
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, it's Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
For Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
19 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play action here with Rosen. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rosen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Raiders 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run.
Touchdown, Carolina! Adam Thielen, 36 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the two-point try. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll run. It's Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The play fake. Now Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go now.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On play action, Rosen. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
50 yards on the play. That's good for Las Vegas.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen, he's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, CD, always a little extra